I stayed on the trip after my friend said I wasn't welcome anymore. We were 3 days into a week-long cabin trip when my best friend Lindsay pulled me aside on the porch. She looked uncomfortable, like she'd rather be anywhere else. Hey, so the group talked, she said slowly. We think it would be better if you left early. I stared at her. What? It's just that things have been kind of awkward. Everyone feels like you're bringing down the vibe. I'd known these girls for 6 years. We planned this trip for months. I took time off work, drove 4 hours, paid $400 for my share. What did I do? I asked. She wouldn't look at me. You've just been different lately. Quieter. It's making people uncomfortable. I felt my chest tighten. I'd been quiet because 3 weeks ago my grandmother died, the woman who raised me. I told them about it before the trip. They said it would be good for me to get away. Is this about my grandma? I asked. Lindsay sighed. We're all sorry about that, but you've been moping around for days. It's supposed to be a fun trip. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I'd smiled at every joke, participated in every activity, cooked breakfast twice. The only thing I hadn't done was get drunk and stay up until 3 a.m. like everyone else. I'm grieving, I said quietly. I thought you guys understood. We do, but maybe you should grieve at home. This isn't the right environment for that. She walked back inside before I could respond. Through the window, I saw her rejoin the group. Someone asked what happened. She shrugged and said it's handled. I stood on that porch for 20 minutes, crying silently, wondering how people I'd loved for years could throw me away so easily. Then something in me shifted. I wasn't leaving. I paid for this cabin too. I took time off work. I drove 4 hours alone, and I was grieving my grandmother while these people partied like my pain was an inconvenience. I walked back inside and sat down on the couch. Everyone went quiet. What are you doing? Lindsay asked. Staying, I said calmly. I paid for this trip. I'm not leaving. The tension in the room was suffocating. Nobody knew what to say. We already discussed this. Another girl named Reese said, it's not working out. Then refund me my $400 right now and I'll go. Silence. Nobody moved. That's what I thought. I grabbed my book from my bag and started reading. The next 2 days were brutal. They whispered constantly, stopped inviting me to activities, made plans in front of me without including me. They'd go to the lake and leave me at the cabin alone. I didn't care. I read by the fireplace, made myself nice dinners, took long walks in the woods. Honestly, it was more peaceful without them. On the last night, they threw a party, invited people from a nearby cabin, music blasting, drinks everywhere. I stayed in my room with the door closed. Around 11 p.m., someone knocked. It was a guy I didn't recognize. Hey, he said awkwardly, your friends out there are talking about you, like really bad, saying you crashed the trip and won't leave, that you're mentally unstable. I just looked at him. I've been listening to them for an hour, he continued, and something feels off. Are you okay? My eyes started burning. I told him everything. My grandmother, the porch conversation, the $400, the silent treatment. His face changed completely. That's messed up, he said. You're not crazy. They're just terrible friends. He sat with me for 2 hours. We talked about loss, about fake people, about how grief makes you see who really cares. His mom had passed the year before. He understood. When I finally came out of my room the next morning, everyone was packing in silence. Lindsay wouldn't look at me. The guy from last night was helping clean up. He'd stayed over. When he saw me, he smiled. You good? Yeah, I said. Actually, yeah. We exchanged numbers before everyone left. I drove home alone, feeling lighter than I had in weeks. 3 days later, Lindsay texted me. She'd seen the guy's Instagram story, a photo of us at a coffee shop with a heart emoji. Are you serious right now? She wrote. You're dating him? I didn't respond. Neither did anyone else from the trip when I stopped answering their texts. That guy and I have been together 8 months now. He's the most supportive person I've ever met. And those girls? They tried to come to my grandmother's memorial service last month. I had them removed by security.